Proverbs chapter 23. Labor not to be rich. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Withhold not correction from a child. Be not among winebibbers. When thou sittest to eat with a ruler, consider diligently what is before thee, and put a knife to thy throat, if thou be a man given to appetite. Be not desirous of his dainties, for they are deceitful meat. Labor not to be rich. Cease from thine own wisdom. Wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings, they fly away as an eagle toward heaven. Eat thou not the bread of him that hath an evil eye, neither desire thou his dainty meats. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink, saith he to thee, but his heart is not with thee. The morsel which thou hast eaten shalt thou vomit up, and lose thy sweet words. Speak not in the ears of a fool, for he will despise the wisdom of thy words. Remove not the old landmark, and enter not into the fields of the fatherless, for their Redeemer is mighty. He shall plead their cause with thee. Apply thine heart unto instruction, and thine ears to the words of knowledge. Withhold not correction from the child, for if thou beatest him with the rod, he shall not die. Thou shalt beat him with the rod, and shalt deliver his soul from hell. Let us pause, because this one's reading much more like an advice column, you might say. So 10 through 17 was very much just short sayings of wisdom. We're getting into more the actual advice being given out. And so it could be, as I've said, a kind of subsection. But I like this. Don't work to be rich. Don't make money the goal of your labor, in other words. It's not evil to be rich, but if you are working for the sole purpose of hoarding money, then that's not good. You work to provide for your family, you work to help your neighbors. You don't work for the sake of the money. And don't be jealous of those who get their wealth in a unethical manner. Then we have the description of, don't spoil the child. You got to give proper discipline again, so. Verse 15, My son, if thine heart be wise, my heart shall rejoice, even mine. Yea, my reins shall rejoice when thy lips speak right things. Let not thine heart envy sinners, but be thou in the fear of the Lord all the day long. For surely there is an end, and thine expectation shall not be cut off. Hear thou, my son, and be wise, and guide thine heart in the way. Be not among winebibbers, among riotous eaters of flesh. For the drunkard and the gluttonous shall come to poverty, and drowsiness shall clothe a man with rags. Hearken unto thy father that begat thee, and despise not thy mother when she is old. Buy the truth, and sell it not, also wisdom, and instruction, and understanding. The father of the righteous shall greatly rejoice, and he that begetteth a wise child shall have joy of him. Thy father and thy mother shall be glad, and she that bare thee shall rejoice. My son, give me thine heart, and let thine eyes observe my ways. For a whore is a deep ditch, and a strange woman is a narrow pit. Let us pause one more time. I do like that you have the three vices there: drunken, glutton, and the drowsy or the lazy. These three will not be able to acquire wealth. They waste it on alcohol, on food, or just don't do the work necessary. But then, parents are glad, are happy when their children show wisdom, show diligence, show good qualities. No parent is proud of a lazy child. No parent is proud of an idiot. They tolerate an idiot because they love him, but they're not proud of him. Anyways, let us go back, verse 27. For a whore is a deep ditch, and a strange woman is a narrow pit. She also lieth in wait as for a prey, and increaseth the transgressors among men. Who hath woe? Who hath sorrow? Who hath contentions? Who hath babbling? Who hath wounds without cause? Who hath redness of eyes? They that tarry long at the wine, they that go to seek mixed wine. Look not thou upon the wine when it is red, when it giveth his color in the cup, when it moveth itself aright. At the last it biteth like a serpent, and stingeth like an adder. Thine eyes shall behold strange women, and thine heart shall utter perverse things. Yea, thou shalt be as he that lieth down in the midst of the sea, or he that lieth upon the top of a mast.
They have stricken me, shalt thou say, and I was not sick. They have beaten me, and I felt it not. When shall I awake? I will seek it yet again. So I like that description. That's a great description of drunkenness there. Eyes shall behold strange women, heart utter perverse things. You're losing your inhibitions. You're acting and speaking in the way you normally wouldn't. You're ill, you're sick, you are feeling horrible afterwards. A great description of a hangover from what I've never been drunk. Don't get me. I'm not talking from personal experience, but from what other people have told me, this is exactly what it would be like. But then that end, I will seek it yet again. In other words, alcoholics. This is what he's talking about. Stay away from alcohol, or you become alcoholic. And I have a lot of people yell at me for that. Because not everybody who drinks is an alcoholic. I don't care. For anybody who drinks, the risk of being an alcoholic is there. And you avoid the risk by never drinking. Great little proverb. See you in the next one. I wanted to add this to each of these videos of Proverbs, chapters 10 through 24. Because I'm making only brief comments on some of the Proverbs, because each verse is its own separate proverb in these chapters, I want to extend this invitation to anybody listening. If you would like to make a comment on any of the Proverbs, post a comment or just ask me a question of what I think of any of the Proverbs that I may have not made a comment about.